on second down.
It's now second
How
and
about
10.
that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Allen going to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Good. Makes the score Bills 7, Seahawks nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
After that throw, there's definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Down at 6. Darnold now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 61 yards. And And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught. It's Cox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At the 3-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Now, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
14, Seahawks 7.
What? Yeah. Really with the, I should probably sound a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to check. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books to me, I thought to make it richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the phone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. is the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Darnold. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So consecutive interceptions. Here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off and move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 65 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I tell her four. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran by the Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Torrey Horton, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Is no good.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Allen going to go on fourth down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen maybe with a free play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Back to throw. Allen. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Brandon Cooks, 41 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to throw, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
8 yards. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Darnold. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. Down the right sideline. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Torrey Horton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Allen now looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Left sideline a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Here's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 20. And Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
Now it's
2.
Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to draw that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
We go, sign.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, he's spotted at the 49.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name good, I ain't crab, I be
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it on second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, they hit it right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Third down.
Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit it with a gain of over 20.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
13 yards.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
Is no good. That keeps the score Bills 35, Seahawks 26. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen. Now he's going to stick it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try for the first with Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss
On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After the interception, here's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 27 yards. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Bills 35, Seahawks 33. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 65 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game.
42. Seahawks 33. And Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Smith and Jigba with the grab. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 39-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I gotta tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
Back to Walker on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Darnold. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout ball right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.